Joe Biden, as vice president, takes home classified information, and as senator, literally steals information out of the Senate SCIF. Obviously put it in his clothing or in his notebook or something, and took it home and never returned it. Oh, that's Joe, lunch bucket Joe, Scranton Joe, whatever. So you're a sitting president of the United States, and you have to make decisions, hard decisions. In 2020 hindsight, a subsequent administration of the party opposite gets in, and they look at this. And by the way, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they look at all the decisions the prior president made to determine if they can fit it into some criminal prosecution? Even if it doesn't fit neatly into a statute, we'll dust off the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871. We'll dust off the Enron Obstruction Act that has no application. We'll dust off the Federal Contractor Act that has nothing to do with January 6th. And we will camouflage it all as January 6th, as a call to obstruct Congress, as a call for violence, none of which Donald Trump has been charged with. None of it. Not a single person has been charged with insurrection. I'm just making the point. And then you get a judge on the circuit panel who is a hack by every measure. What if Donald Trump or any president had ordered SEAL Team 6 to assassinate their opponents? I have a better one. What if a president ordered the killing of an American citizen overseas? Or ordered the killing of what he believed to be terrorists, but also winds up killing, let's say, an American citizen who's 16 years old, a teenager, perhaps the son of one of these terrorists who hasn't actually committed a terrorist act? Is that criminal? Is that criminal, guys? Well, that's what Obama did. In fact, Obama had a list of targets he wanted to take out on his desk. So my question to you is, should Obama have been prosecuted for knowing that he could possibly kill an innocent American citizen while trying to take out his father? That case was actually brought in federal court by the American Civil Liberties Union, aka the American Criminal Liberties Union, the ACLU. And it was brought against Obama, brought against the Obama administration in federal court. You ever heard of this? What happened? What happened? Well, eventually was decided, and you know what the court decided? Well, there's no standing. The court didn't want to decide the issue. It sidestepped it. It sidestepped it, and that's what they do for Obama and Biden and their ilk. Barack Obama, by his order, killed an American citizen overseas who was guilty of nothing. Well, collateral damage. Okay, collateral damage. Theoretically, he could be charged for that, couldn't he? And by the way, there's many examples of this sort of thing. Can Joe Biden be charged for maladministration or any other activities when he was president, criminally, for stealing taxpayer money and diverting it from its true purpose and giving $500 billion in violation of Article 1 and a Supreme Court decision telling him he couldn't, to defer or actually to eliminate the owing, the loans and the obligations owed by these students? What about that? Can Joe Biden be sued for violating our immigration laws by people who've literally lost family members as a result of that decision? People being killed on the border, people being raped on the border, illegal aliens in the country, killing American citizens. Can he be sued for that? It's worth a shot. This opens up a Pandora's box, does it not? Because they want to get Trump. These cases against Trump are bogus, all of them. Look at the documents case, the Espionage Act. We all know Hillary Clinton, if Donald Trump's guilty, should be serving life in prison. Nobody mishandled intentionally classified information or just government information more than Hillary Clinton by the thousands. Nope. How about Bill Clinton? Keeping tape interviewed in his sock drawer about matters that were classified. No big deal. Rules a federal district judge in Washington appointed by Obama. Oh, okay. Joe Biden, as vice president, takes home classified information, and as senator, literally steals information out of the Senate SCIF. Obviously put it in his clothing or in his notebook or something, and took it home and never returned it. Oh, that's Joe, Lunch Bucket Joe, Scranton Joe, whatever. Nothing. And so for the first time in American history, they used the Espionage Act against a former president, rather than pick up the phone as my attorney general would have and said, Mr. President, then ex-President Trump, either you turn over this information or I have these chihuahuas biting at my heels and I'm going to have to unleash them. So just give us the stuff. Even some field FBI agents told the rogue prosecutor, Jack Smith, and his henchmen, don't do this with the SWAT teams and we can avoid this, but they said, no, we're going to do it anyway. SWAT teams against the former president, indictments under the Espionage Act against the former president, the use of the Klan Act, the Enron Act, the Federal Contractor Act against the former president. And now we come to this point, this phony January 6th case. We come to this point of whether or not now we are going to change decades, half a century worth of decisions by the Office of Legal Counsel. That is the constitutional brain trust in our government. It's at the Department of Justice. And turn it all upside down for Biden, the Democrats, and against Trump and the Republicans.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.